Guten Erev Shabbos to everyone, davening with Parshat Yitro. Everyone says that Parshat Yitro is primarily about getting the Torah, specifically the Ten Commandments, with the whole Sinai experience, only there in order to enhance it. But anyone that reads the Parsha from beginning to end, as we're commanded to do every week, Shtayim Mikra ve'echad Targum, will see that the majority of the Parsha is not about the Ten Commandments. It's not about the content of the Torah. But rather, the majority of the Psukim, talking about the Sinai experience, actually is dedicated to where the Jewish people will stand around Mount Sinai. How close Moshe goes, afterwards how close Aaron and the Leviim go, eventually how close the Jewish people will go, who can touch the mountain, who can't touch the mountain. Why is there so much about where you're going to stand? It's like you would go and say, I'm making a very big trip, and I'm going to go to have a vacation way away from my home, somewhere in an exotic place, and the only thing you're going to talk about is who's going to sit next to who in the car. With due respect, the main event is the vacation, not getting there. So too here, the main event, it's the Ten Commandments, it's the Torah. Why is there so much time dedicated to where the Jewish people stood, what they said prior, what they said afterwards? In my opinion, the Torah is telling us a message, and that is that the Torah will only prevail if the Jewish people keep it. If the Jewish people don't feel a responsibility towards it, then it will not have a future. Indeed, we're within 30 days of Purim, and we all know that Mordechai was astounded that Esther said to fast. One of those days would come out the Seder night. During that 3-day fast, one of them would come out on Pesach. Says Esther, and I quote from the Medrash, V'im en Yisrael la'asot Pesach, lemihu Pesach. If there isn't a Jewish people, who exactly is going to celebrate Pesach? I believe this message is so important in our shuls. Not everyone can be chazan, not everyone can be a laner, but it's impossible to have a community without everyone being involved. Whoever can chazan and be a laner should be a gabbai, should be on this committee or that committee. It's impossible to have a community that's only a closed club of a rabbi, a gabbai, a chazan. The community, by definition, should be a place that's inclusive of everyone in the sense that everyone has where to stand and everyone knows their place and everybody has a job in order to make that davening and that shul be successful. Wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom.